going, everybody? Next guy coming to stage, please welcome very funny Ken Krantz, everybody. Come on.
Thank you. Keep it going, Brian, your other comics. I'm here. So, a good friend of mine a few weeks ago reached out to me. He asked me to be a reference. He wants to buy a gun. You need a reference. It's the third dude I know this year alone that's asked me to be a gun reference for him. I don't care where anybody stands on guns, but I always say no right off the bat, because every time you pick up the paper you read these horrible stories about, like, some gun owner was at home and then they mistook a loved one for an intruder, and it never ends well. So I just always say no, I'm sorry, you have to find someone else. But here's the thing about this dude. I fucking hate his wife. So much. But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this for you. Send me the paperwork. I covered my bases. I waited till the paperwork was in and I sent her an email. And I was like, Nikki, I don't know how to tell you this. Fran's been like hiding this from you. He doesn't know how to bring it up. I hate to be the one to tell you, but he's a sexy cat burglar fantasy. You should probably act on that. He talks about it non-stop. I don't have kids. I love kids, I'm just not impressed with kids. Not this next crop, they're soft. There's no toughness to kids anymore. I have 20 nieces and nephews, I love them to death, but they're soft. I was horsing around my sister's kid the other day, I was like, Shayna, you better watch it, you're gonna get a knuckle sandwich. And she froze. Like she got stone-faced. I've never seen a 7-year-old look so concerned. She said, Uncle Kenny, does that knuckle sandwich have gluten in it? Because my mom says I'm not allowed to have gluten. It's like, don't fucking listen to your mom, are you nuts? Your mom used to make bongs out of apples. And wear roach clips in her hair. Don't. I've done lines off pictures of you as a baby with your mom. Like not that long ago. I just don't think she's a gluten expert. I was like, Shane, did you do anything cool? Are you gonna go out for mischief night at least? She was like, oh yeah, Uncle Kenny, we're gonna throw egg whites at all the neighbors. Who saw the movie Wolf of Wall Street? Yeah, that was an amazing movie, right? My favorite movie of the last 10 years, easily. But here's the thing about that movie. It made Quaaludes seem like the thing to do, didn't it? I walked out of that movie and I was like, holy shit, fucking Quaaludes, that's the answer. It's gonna fill the void. My dad left when I was 2. Quaaludes are gonna somehow make up for that. I'm not kidding, he used to have a bumper sticker on his station wagon that said, proud parent of another family. I know, I never knew how to end that joke, because it always ends on, oh. But I was in a club recently and I did that joke and my dad was there and he pulled me aside after the show and he was like, you know I never owned a station wagon. And I was like, thanks for the end of that joke, Dad. What was I talking about? Oh, Quaaludes. But I was like, fucking Quaaludes. I have an Amazon Prime account. I'm going to have Quaaludes here in 2 days. I can't wait. And I went online to order them and I found out they don't make Quaaludes anymore. It's like they lost the recipe. They're gone. And I don't understand why, because everyone I ever spoke to that did them told me they were the most amazing drug ever. So I don't understand why we got rid of them. Like here, I don't understand, as society, how do we decide to get rid of amazing shit but keep awful shit? Right? So like, here's what I don't get. So why can't I get Quaaludes anymore, but black licorice is still being mass produced. Like, I don't even understand how black licorice made it past a candy pitch meeting. So they were like, Roger, what do you have? He's like, looks just like licorice, but it tastes like cat shit. The kids are gonna... I was in the supermarket, I picked up a bag of black licorice just out of curiosity. You know what the expiration date was? It's November of 1911. But here's what I found out. So they don't make Quaaludes anymore. They got scheduled a Class 1 narcotic, which means that you have to immediately halt production or you go to jail for a really long time for making them. And that made sense to me for 2 seconds, but then I was like, well, wait, aren't coke and meth, aren't those Class 1 narcotics? They're still making plenty of that. Like, why were the good people over at Quaaludes the only one that took that warning seriously? I picture them like packing up shop when the Schedule 1s came down. The Quaaludes people are like, fuck, we don't know what to do. Like, meth, what are you gonna do? And the people in meth were like, we're just gonna sell our ingredients at Dwayne Reed. They even ask you, like, while you're buying it, they're like, wait, is this for meth? And you're like, yeah, it is, you got me. They're like, get out of here, you scam. Meth's having a major moment, right? Meth's having like I never saw it, but I heard it was the most amazing show ever. They just had a show on TV that taught you how to make meth. What was that? I didn't see. What was that called? Oh, no, Teen Mom. It's a long way to go for a Teen Mom joke. I read in an interview with Kim Kardashian, she said ever since she had her baby, she's obsessed with looking at her vagina in the mirror. Yeah, I had the same reaction. That's fucking crazy, right? Because why wouldn't she just Google image it like the rest of us? People get mad, people hate Kim Kardashian. She doesn't bother me just so long as she stays in her lane. You know, like, just keep making porn and those dumb shows, and I don't care. Everyone's got to earn a living. So when she tries to present something different, then I get upset. I follow her on Twitter because I like to make myself furious. The other day she tweeted out, praying for peace in the Middle East. And I was like, no, fuck you, Kim Kardashian. That's where we draw the line. Nobody cares what you think about the Middle East. It's like when IHOP announced their dinner menu. Like, nobody gives a shit about your shrimp scampi. Shut the fuck up and make me a pancake. I'll leave you with this. I fucking hate Oprah. What do you got? What do you got? Chicago? Like, who gives a shit? My wife loves her, if that makes you feel better, but I just can't get into that, like, new age spiritual bullshit. My wife loves it. I came home the other day, Oprah was interviewing Drew Barrymore. Oprah says, Drew, it says here you got a tattoo. Drew held up the inside of her wrist, the word breathe was written on it. Oprah said, what's that about? And Drew said, I've just noticed sometimes life gets so crazy that I forget to breathe. And this is a reminder to slow down and take a deep breath. And I was waiting for Oprah to say, oh, hey, I understand. Quick question, what the fuck are you talking about? But Oprah just said, oh, that's powerful. Like, no, that's not powerful, it's fucking retarded. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's hard not to root for the terrorists some of the time. I like that joke because I like to picture Drew Barrymore sitting at home drinking a bottle of wine, reading a book, and all of a sudden being like... She did inspire me though, Drew Barrymore did inspire me. I went out the very next day, I got the word tug tattooed on my dick. I was gonna get pulled, but it didn't fit. You guys have been so much fun. Thanks. My name's Ken Krantz.
Ken Krantz, everybody. Come on.